This is a production of the Must See TV Broadcast Network, like ShareJoin, and follow us for all the latest updates. Like what you see, then throw those stars and show your support. And don't be shy, subscribe to the Caveman. He won't bite, and if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. Even one view can prevent one puppy from being shaven. A big fist pump goes to Donna, AI, and Music Mint for the incredible music that is in this episode. All rights belong to Christopher Michael Egerhos, a.k.a. the Caveman. So if he's ready, and if you're ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Lights up on the screen, it's time to see 5 days a week, we're where you wanna be. Exclusive shows and reels, we got the vibe. Tune into the network, hop on Facebook Live. Riding with the stars in our unique groove. Laughter twists and turns within every move. Must see TV's the place to catch it all. Epic moments, big and small, give us a call. Oh, you know it's must see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must see TV, the place where worlds meet. Jump right in, the fun's about to start. Bringing shows and stories straight to your heart. With every post and every share, we're free. Gotta get that fix of must-see TV. Round and round, don't let this moment fade. Together on this ride, the best we've ever made. Get the popcorn ready, it's your time to shine. Must-see TV will keep you feeling fine. Oh, you know it's must-see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Oh, you know it's must-see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Scrolling through the screen so bright, a feast of stories in the night. One headline spicy, one's refined. Every bite feeds the curious mind. Flames a dish, it's served so hot, we lap it up. Oh, we can't stop. A morsel here, a tidbit there. The bite connects us everywhere. Take a bite, feel the beat tonight. Breaking news under neon lights. A taste of fame in every line. The bite's the buzz, it's prime time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first episode of The Returning Bite, where we take a bite of the world of entertainment, one bite at a time. And we got, of course, in the studio today, Alan Keys. How's it going, my friend?
Not too bad. As soon as I find the on switch for the microphone.
Yeah, that's important. That's real.
This technology is so new to me.
Technology is scary, man. It really, really is. But we got two bites for you today because in the States, it was it was a weekend. So not a lot of stories, but we got right now. We got some stories. So without further ado, let's break down the box office. Yeah.
Here is your box office breakdown for July 7, 2025. Coming in at number 1, Jurassic Park Rebirth, bringing in $91 million. Over the 5-day holiday stretch in the States, this film brought in $147 million. Coming in at number 2, F1, the movie bringing in $25 million. Coming in at number 3, How to Train Your Dragon, bringing in $11 million. Coming in at number 4, Elio, bringing in $5.7 million. And coming in at number 5, 28 years later, bringing in $4.6 million. So, Caveman, the question is to you, what are your thoughts on these numbers?
Oh, that was scary. That was scary. So obviously $91 million, right? $143 million over 5 days sounds great, right? It sounds amazing. However, this film costs over $200 million. Factoring in production, advertising, right, and all that kind of stuff, it's actually more to the $300 range, right? So it sounds impressive, but then when you look at the numbers, right, it's this way, right? I mean, this is the first weekend. Second weekend, it's going to drop off 60 to 75%. So, and remember, $143 million, that's including worldwide too, right? I think domestically it made something like $55 million, right? Which is, right, Alan? It's not what you want to see, right? It's not what you want to see.
I would agree. And the worst part is, how much of that did you make? How much of that did you get? I didn't get any.
Yeah,
none at all.
Yeah, none. I mean, I think that says a lot, right? Where it was like the Transformers, the Paramount Transformer live action movies, where it went up here until a certain point, and then it went down here, right? People just want to go see good and fun movies, man, and each one of these Jurassic World movies are so stupid, right? I mean, I've watched a couple of them, and they're really, really dumb. They really don't make any sense. But we'll have to see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're wrong. In the second week, it's gonna make $500 million, which is unlikely because of the trend. But hey, it's always possible, right? But Elio, I think it's the biggest story here, right? That's not good, right? Talk about like a fall from grace from Pixar. I mean, this is the latest Pixar movie. Remember when Pixar movies were making like $180 to $200 million opening weekend, and they would stay pretty steady? Remember that, Alan?
I do. The problem is, how long before you can see it on Netflix or see it on...
That's the problem, right? Theatrical windows are just diminished so much, and you know, movie theaters and movie studios have no one to blame but themselves, right? The movie studios wanted to cut a deal in the pandemic with movie theaters instead of a 90-day theatrical window, right? They wanted a 45-day theatrical window. And the movie theaters are dum-dums. They're like, okay, all right, because we know the movie studios are going to help us. In the long run, guess what? That never happened. But yeah, man, it's really hard because I'm a big Pixar fan, Alan, and I know like what Pixar movies could be. But you know what? I think this is just like nobody has faith in these movies anymore. Like after the debacle with some of the other, like Snow White, like no, not Snow White, but yeah, Snow White. After the debacle with Snow White, right? The trust is like this, right? For the audience, so it's not it's not shocking that this movie is doing this badly.
I remember when Waterworld came out. I don't know if you're old enough.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the first movie with $100 million. It was like, who spends that much? Now it's, you have to spend $200 million, and if you're not making $1 billion, it's not worth your time.
Exactly.
And it has nothing to do with, like, Waterworld had no real story.
Yeah. I think Blumhouse is, like, doing it right? They're making movies of pocket change and making a lot of money. And I think a lot of other studios should take that, right? You don't need to spend $200 million to make a movie. You just don't. You just don't.
I have a question.
Okay.
When is the Caveman movie coming out? The live action or the animated? I'm good with either.
I think that's going to be rated R, and I don't think people would want to see that.
Well, let's get, if anybody's listening, or everybody who's listening, put in your comments that you want to see the Caveman movie.
Yeah. But hey, How to Train Your Dragon live action. It's another phenomenal week. I'm making another $11 million. Right? It keeps going. I think it's over $200 million at this point. Right? It's just. Oh, no one wants to see sequels, so no one wants to make see remakes of other movies. No, people just want to see good movies.
I do find it interesting that I think they have limited Scottish actors because all the voice actors are all the live actors. Like they're using the same. They're using the same people that were in the animated series.
But it works. It works.
I love me a good Scottish accent.
Yeah. Can you do a good Scottish accent?
No.
But you're an actor.
I am, but I keep getting confused between the Scottish. If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
There we go. There you go. But F1, man, I want to see this movie. Like I've heard people raving about this movie. It's a good film. It's a great film, and I want to see it definitely. Like I want to. Do you like F1?
Well, I want to see the sequel because they're already saying they're going to get Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise to come into the sequel, and
that's good.
They're going to go against each other. I'm kind of waiting for that before I actually get to the thing. But I don't know that the trailers show Brad Pitt just staring bored. Just he's not doing it. He's just confidently staring. And I mean, he's Brad Pitt, so he's allowed. But I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be a loud movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like.
Listen. I love me some car racing, and I can't wait to see this movie. And I think, there's a lot of car clubs that go out in the F1 circuit. I'm imagining they can turn this into a franchise where it's like Ferrari versus Lamborghini or this club versus this club, like kind of like a Rocky scenario. So I'm excited. And 28 years later, listen, I have no idea what this movie's about.
Well, did you see 28 hours later or 28 days later?
28 years later.
But it's based, I think it's a sequel to the zombie movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the vampire movie.
I think it's zombies. The guy wakes up in a hospital and everybody's well, not everybody, but a lot of people are zombies.
I'm just tired of zombie movies. I really am.
Yeah, if you're following politics, you're already watching zombie movies in the States.
Yeah, for sure. All right, but the question is to you guys, what do you think of these results? And let us know down below. All right, we have one more bite to get to, so let's do it.
Collective Entertainment World is holding their breath and preparing for Sky Dance to merge with Paramount. Now, this merger has been in the works for a while, but it seems like the final steps are being put in place. Caveman, what are your thoughts on this merger seemingly nearing its completion?
Well, my thought is I'm glad it's not Disney. Listen, I will die on this hill. Disney should never have been allowed to buy Fox. That should have never happened. I think it's one of the worst things to happen to the entertainment industry. I think the less studios out there, the worse it will be. And I believe like 5 years, right? They had to wait before everybody said, okay, you could. But I will die on this hill. They should have never been allowed to buy Fox. Not in a million years. But this merger actually was supposed to happen last year. I think Skydance and Paramount was embroiled in a lawsuit. I don't know if Alan Keyes can pull that up and see what kind of lawsuit it is. But listen, I'm glad Disney's not involved. I just think that if another production company can step up and buy a struggling studio like Paramount, it's for the better. And now, to be clear, this merger has a hefty price tag of $8 billion. But that's not exactly true, just because of what Skydance is going to do when this is approved. I believe they're earmarking $1.1 or $1.5 billion for just funding up-and-coming projects and films and TV shows. So we could balloon that. And I think they're going to be pouring more money into more up-and-coming projects. So it's probably at the end of the day, when all the bills are tallies and when the final check comes it actually is going to be probably in the neighborhood of $12 to $13 billion, just because of what is going on right now. And listen, when this was speculated for a while, when Paramount was being shopped around, that we had some hefty people in the running to buy Paramount, right? And I think some people out there speculated Disney, and I'm like, absolutely not. I mean, please, God, no. You know what I mean? Like, Disney buys everything, right? Just like Disney buys everything, right? At that point. Okay, Disney bought, Paramount. Okay, Disney obviously now is going to buy Warner Brothers and Universal, and they're going to have everything. They're going to have all the things. So everything is going to be Disney. So I was glad when Skydance came up to the plate and had the money to do this. Alan, what are your thoughts?
Well, I was looking up the thing with the lawsuit. I couldn't find anything. But apparently Skydance had a lot to do with Tom Cruise. That's all I found. Disney owning everything kind of sucks. As a producer in this town, Hallmark and Lionsgate are the only independent little tiny things that are still doing little tiny movies. Yeah. And $8 billion. It was $4 billion for Star Wars. Yeah. $8 billion for this.
Well, Skydance, that's what Skydance, the merger, is worth.
It's worth. Yeah. And it's like, well, what are we going to get? Just shiny big things? It's like the Phantom Menace or it's just glitzy, glamoury, bull crappy, shiny stuff. I want things that, like you said at the beginning, you want to watch movies you enjoy a story for. Yeah. Are they going to give you that?
Well, Disney is not, like, that's why I was relieved, right? With Disney is, like, not involved whatsoever, right? And we had this, like, studio coming up to the play and say, hey, we're going to, and then apparently, like, the chair holder of Paramount didn't want to sell for the longest time, right? Or I don't know what was happening there, but eventually they got the deal done. And I'm just thrilled that Disney is not a part of this whatsoever.
I would totally agree on that. Disney, I was upset when they bought the Muppets. Yeah. So that Disney has enough. They're good.
Yeah, they're good guys.
But Paramount, I enjoy a lot of Paramount stuff. Skydance had a lot of, they did some animations and stuff. Right, so yes. That was good. I agree with you.
Yeah. And you know, this year CinemaCon, and I like the one of the CEOs of CinemaCon. He always goes up and he always talks to all the exhibitors, and he always says there's too many commercials. You got to do this. You got to make it pleasant for people to be in your theater, and he always does that, and I always like that, right? Like, there's someone. Thank you, someone for saying, going into AMC and all these different theater chains, saying leaders, heads of all the theater chains, like, something's got to change, guys. Oh, why are you losing money? I mean, I don't know. Will gum on the seats, 45-minute commercials,
$35 popcorns,
$35 popcorn, forcing people to go to the 3D showing. I don't know. Maybe
that is actually after we leave you on Friday for your Friday show.
Yeah.
I am, for the first time in like 5 years, I'm going to go to a theater and see Superman.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
And the thing is, we don't want to see the 3D or we want to just go see a movie, but we can't unless we go at noon.
Yeah.
So they're forcing you to spend extra, wear those goggles. You don't even get to keep them.
No.
And then you got to go. There's nothing, and you're spending an extra amount of money. And if you want a seat, it's an extra amount of money. And then your popcorn's an extra amount of money.
Yeah.
You could easily go and spend $100 just on yourself.
Easy, dude. Easy. Like, it's not even. I mean, we've been talking about this for years. Like how I refuse to go to Cineplex just because I know too much, right? I mean, we know too much. I mean, they would say we're just a small theater chain. I'm like, no, dude, you're a thuggish organization that has bully tactics, bullied mom and pop theaters for decades.
I'm old enough to remember you'd pay the $2.50 Tuesdays, and you could spend between two people. You could go on a date, and well, I remember dates as well, but that's almost as long ago. Yeah. But it was, you could spend $25, and you didn't have to break the bank. It was, and now they're like, oh, we're hurting, and no one wants to come to a theater. It's like, well, you charge too much. You don't give enough. It's loud. It's noisy.
It's not an experience anymore. The
No.
chairs don't work. You go into a theater and the projector is falling off.
Yeah, it's not. In some places in Norway or stuff, they have like comfy seats.
Yeah.
So it's. I like the beds. Like
the regulations for that in the UK is severe. The theater chains are heavily monitored for that kind of stuff, which I kind of wish they would do here, right? To force companies to be honest, because companies, all their responsibility is making money, and you got to put a regulation body in front of that, right?
If they charged less, they'd get more people. So if they charged half as much, they'd get 4 times as many people. It'd be twice as much money.
Yeah.
Because I liked going to I with the girlfriend, the theater's now been crushed. We went on a date night, and we went to a movie, and then theater, and we had a dinner, and it was an evening. Then they literally, like 2 weeks later, tore down the theater.
Yeah.
I don't take it personally. I don't think it was me that made them do it. But it's too expensive. Like
it is.
You go to dinner, your money's gone. I don't have another $100 to take somebody to a movie theater.
Yeah, and what do they say now? Like 45 minutes. I hear this all the time. Why am I going to go to a movie theater? I could just wait 45 days and it's on Netflix or Disney Plus. And exactly, and the theaters bitch and moan about this now. The head of AMC bitches and moans about this now. That he's the one that negotiated that. He's the one that did that. And they expected the movie studios to treat them in kind. No, the movie studios have one obligation, dum-dum, like you, to make money. They're not here to be your friend. They don't like you as well. So anyway, guys, Skydance, hopefully this matter will be settled soon. And this will be finalized, and we can stop talking about this, and you can stop hearing about this. Hopefully soon. By all accounts, it's just a matter of time now. So, just a matter of days. So, we want to know what you thought of this story and everything we talked about on this premiere episode of The Bite. And before we go, we have to do Caveman. So, let's do it.
I gotta be honest with you, man of the caves.
Facebook is not working?
Well, there's a table in front of me, and I wanted to get your beautiful face centered perfectly, so it's half on the table. So hold on, I gotta just look. I do not see any names. I have told all my friends, both of them, to watch you. And
well, here's the thing, right? And people are watching, right? It's not like YouTube where you can see all the time the people are watching. Sometimes Facebook glitches out and it doesn't allow you to see the people that are watching, which is weird. Right?
It is, yeah, because I've seen that. Like 2 minutes later, it's like, oh, look, there's 100 people.
Or it's like, okay, there's like, okay, you go up and like, okay, we have 85 live people watching. Like, why? And I couldn't see any of them.
I do want to share a story with you.
Okay.
You made Amy Hawkins feel all warm and giddy inside.
Aww.
I told her she had to go. She has a child who's demands a lot of attention. So she missed when you're like, Amy Hawkins, and she's like, oh God, I got to see that. I really need that endorsement. And then she saw that you would welcome to the page. You're like, welcome to the thing. So she's like, oh, geez. So you really they appreciate, the fans appreciate the love.
Oh, so guys, if you actually look on the dashboard, you'll see our Etsy store link, our must-see TV shop, and there you can actually shop for. We have UGG Club merchandise. We got caveman jerseys. We got all that kind of stuff. We got our special tablet shirts. Oh. So if you guys like the Da Vinci Code, like codes and codes, there you go.
This is news to me. I didn't know I could buy stuff.
Yeah, each tablet shirt says something completely different. So you're just going to have to find what shirt you like and what they say, and you can play a little game with do a little drinking contest. There you go. So, guys, we will see you tomorrow for a brand new episode of the LP Shop, the penultimate episode. Until then, we should say, that's right. So going forward, for the foreseeable future, there's going to be one day blank. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and Fate has told me you should be doing this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave the hump day blank. So going forward, it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and so on and so on. Just to keep the quality and just to keep all of our crew happy. Because some of us live over an hour and a half away, and I want to keep all my people coming back to work. All right, guys. So until then, until we see each other again, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all! 50,000 plus, and may the Schwartz be with you. Alan Keyes, take me home, buddy.
Glamour stories unfold.